welcome to today's video, and welcome to video 2 of remodeling our kitchen over the 4th of July weekend, which is going to extend a little bit longer. Let's get started. Welcome to part 2 of this adventure. The you heard in the background was Sam kind of leveling off the countertop here in the kitchen. So let me show you, and then I'll insert the clips I took of him actually doing it. So as you can see, he kind of trimmed it up against to this board, and we replaced these boards. I really mean him. He is the hero of this adventure. I'm just along for the ride.
Making a little more boom.
All right, here he goes. He's gonna sand or engineer or something.
All right.
I don't get to play with tools. I might get hurt. Okay, so what are you going to do next?
Paint that.
Paint? Aren't you sanding the edge?
Yeah, I'm gonna sand that edge real quick.
It's okay. He's gonna sand the edges, and then you're gonna paint it what color?
It's gonna go the brown, I think.
So it's gonna go.
Do you want it brown or do you want that white?
Whichever color you have inside at the moment.
I got the white inside at the moment.
Then it's gonna be white.
But the brown has primer already built in it.
Then it's gonna go brown. So, and my mom just called because they're going to bring an extra fan because if you saw the other video, woo, this stuff smells. I still swear I can taste it. But Sander's on the floor by the vacuum, I think. Okay, so Sam's gonna sand, but it's not gonna be as much sanding as there was earlier. So I'm gonna grab my lens cloth and I'm gonna cover my soda in it to protect it from flying particles. It's like a magic trick. So, all right, so he's gonna sand and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit.
I need something a little grittier.
Your jigsaw?
Yeah.
To cut the linoleum a little bit more flush and then sand it a little bit, and now he is painting that wooden strip that I showed, and it's brown. He's gonna and he's literally just using the roller that was in that he had wrapped up, and there was plenty of paint to complete that, so yay for that. And then so he's getting that all touched up, and then that'll be able to dry and cure overnight. So the kitchen is coming back together. So
What do you think?
I think it looks good. That, it looks like a sink. And we've got some things kind of setting
I
on.
still gotta caulk it, but
Right. Project or
yeah, I can caulk it now.
Okay. So Sam's gonna caulk around the edging.
Just of the tub or the sink.
Just at the sink, and then that will be done, and then you're going to put in the boards today, or?
Yeah, I got time to put in the boards and I got the paint, so I might as well.
Okay, so that'll be next. So boards are going to go on you want to point out where they're going to go?
Just along
the bottom there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but that way I'm correct when I say it. Y'all, you don't understand how much nicer this already looks. I know it looks like a disaster area, but it really does look better than it did even before we started the project. The linoleum did need to come up. We did talk and say that we may have to end up replacing the linoleum that we just put in down the road and put in physical tile, but hopefully that won't be for a couple years. So I will catch up with you guys when there's something new to share. It is 2:30 and we are almost done for the day. Sam is putting on the backboard. Is that what this is? The backboard. And as you can see, it's over here. It's going to be a gap here, but he's got a small board, you can see it, that'll get trimmed to fit in between. Then he's going to caulk underneath. Are you caulking today, or are you letting everything finish settling and then caulk tomorrow?
I'll probably caulk tomorrow.
Okay.
The board's put in tonight.
Okay. So the boards are going in tonight. Caulking and painting will happen tomorrow. Because that gives everything time to settle and whatnot. Like I said, it's about 2:20 right now. Mom and Dad came by. They brought some leftovers from yesterday from the cookout, so that we didn't really have to do any more cooking. I went and cooked hot links earlier for lunch, and we kind of demolished 90% of those. But Sam and I will both shower and change clothes. We'll end up we're probably gonna leave this, even though I know it sounds counterproductive. We'll leave this window open and this back door open overnight. Help with the get the fumes out. Mom and Dad did also bring over an extra fan, because the fan that we have does absolutely minimal work. Let's just put it that way, minimal work. Sam is exhausted. He has been working so hard, but the kitchen looks absolutely fantastic. There are some pieces that we're still gonna have to go purchase. Like, we're gonna have to go purchase the backsplash, but hopefully we can find some at the restore. If not, we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy a box. But maybe we can find enough to where the kitchen and bathroom kind of match. He didn't respond, so I'm going with no. Anyway, so that's kind of what is happening right now. Hold on. All right, we are almost at the finish point for today. He's measuring that gap to go cut that little the little board to go get it screwed in, and then it will be done for the day. So that and tools get put away, and then it's time to go clean up. We are very excited about this. So he was even more excited when I told him I found 2 beers in the bottom of the refrigerator. You know, so almost done. I'll catch up with you guys really, really quickly to give you a final look for the end of the day. Good morning. It is Monday, July the 6th. And I have actually been working for a while already this morning. Let me give you you see a little bit in the background, but let me show you what I've gotten done. All right, so here is this cabinet. Lord have mercy, I have so many coffee mugs, but I really like that I'm able to spread them out just a little bit more, instead of having them crammed together or sitting inside of each other, potentially getting broken. But literally it extends to over here. Say I did get rid of like 5. So I have some coffee mugs. Here again is my Starbucks cups. This is a Becky's cup. This is like a random smaller Starbucks cup, but this is they just fit so well up there. They were going back there anyway. These actually were added to the collection over the weekend. Our bank did a event. They were open on the 3rd of July, and so they were having like a special event. And they're like rebranding, like new logo, and so this has the new logo on it, and their glass water bottles are really nice, so we grabbed those, and they're just going right there. So coming over here, I'm going to end up putting plates and stuff over here. Right now I've got the paper plates and plasticware up here because it needed a spot to go when moving stuff around. The regular plates, they get rewashed because they were in the kitchen, will go underneath. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the plasticware yet. Contemplating using these two for forks and spoons, and then putting extra back in this drawer. Still thinking that through. Up here is going to be season, like pantry items, I think. And then over here will be pantry, and down here is going to be seasoning. So I've already kind of started working on it. And I wanted to show you what have been got accomplished so far this morning. Things that are like back here, like I have a new spice rack right there that needs to get washed. I need to get to Dollar General and get some new gloves and stuff to be able to wash dishes and wipe things down before I put them away. But stuff that in here is going away. And let me show you what my front yard looks like. We don't have a glass in our front screen door. We just haven't replaced it after it broke. The wind slammed it. I'm just using this area to chuck boxes out to the front yard. And after bit, sorry for my hand, after bit, I will be able to go outside and put those into the dumpster. And Peaches is doing well. She kind of was having a little bit of a problem this morning because we've kept her in the bedroom for like 2 days, and so she was not quite sure if she was actually able to leave the bedroom. But she, you know, we've just kind of been ignoring her for the most part, checking on her, making sure she was okay, but letting her just kind of roam and get used to things again. So there are some things that I still can't put away because the drawers aren't done yet. Those will just stay here in the living room for the most part. But let me tell you, the fact that I'm able to like chuck so much outside, I'm so happy about. Let me show you. This box, and this box will go back into the pantry shelves here. That's what I'm kind of working on currently and deciding how I want to organize things. So it's kind of like moving in again, deciding where things are going. So that's what's kind of going on right now. It's currently, come on, tell me time, 9:15, and I'll probably work for about an hour, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Okay, so right now, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All of my packaged seasonings, like my taco seasonings, dip meats, live in a Ziploc bag. I want something that looks cute. Anybody have any suggestions for me? Because I want something that looks nice, but I don't know exactly what that is currently. So any help on that, please leave me a note in the comments because I am up for anything. Right now, my seasonings are still living right here, but that will change once the my spice rack is done, and I will be able to put new seasonings in there, seasonings in the jars. So that is kind of where I'm at. I've emptied another box, so that's gonna get checked outside, and I'm gonna keep rolling. All right, so it is a while later. Went out to Dollar General. I needed to pick up some new dish gloves. I do not like washing my dishes with bare hands. It dries out my skin, and my skin stays dry pretty well anyway. So I used the dollar gloves from Dollar General, but over the weekend mine got used for other things for the kitchen remodel. So picked up 2 new pairs. They're $1 a piece. Y'all, if you hand wash dishes, you need yellow rubber gloves. Just saying. So here's the dish situation currently. I did scrub the sink. I dumped the gross paint water outside, scrubbed the dish pan, bleached it out. You need down there. Trying to fit things in my dish pan over here. Okay, so these were the mugs that were used over the weekend and ended up, they just need scrubbed really good with bleach water. My crock pot needs rewashed. So that's what's going on here. Dish drain, because it was covered in sawdust and stuff, is currently in my bathtub soaking, and I will get that scrubbed down here after a little bit. It is currently 11:45 and I feel really productive. I also did some things not in the kitchen. We have an old telephone stand. If you don't know, this is where you would put like a rotary phone. There's still the piece underneath to connect it, and it's literally held on by 2 bolts on the wall, but we like it as a little storage space. As you can see, my receipts for receipt hogger over here. We have a basket for like wallet, keys, sunglasses, that kind of thing. One of Sam's watches is over there currently. But I wiped that down with Pledge, wiped down my mirror in the bedroom with Windex, and then I will add the frame to my Pledge list. Because Sam's like, don't use the paper towels. I've got rags in the garage. So he's gonna bring me in some rags tonight or tomorrow, and I will work on my pledge list. I've got several things that need just like wiped down with pledge, so I will work on that later in the week. Definitely have lots of projects going on in around the house, but I also got a lot of the cleaning supplies put away. If you're wondering why the water's over here, I found that one of the bottles of water got punctured somehow, so there was a big wet spot in front of the refrigerator. That freaked me out at first, but realized it was a bottle of water. So I have those moved. I have a fan pointing towards that wet spot to get that dried up. I filmed some videos, so I'm ahead of the game that way, watching Jordan Bouth. She is a content creator as well, but she does like ship stuff. She used to work on a cruise ship, and she does a lot of other things now that she's semi-retired. So I've been watching some of her stuff. I've been watching her since like COVID, so that's been a while. But feeling really productive today, and we'll get some more stuff done before play practice. So also have someone scheduled to come mow the lawn. So they're coming tomorrow to mow the lawn, which is great because Sam's allergies are going haywire right now. So $40, very well worth it for someone else to come do that. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I will catch up with you guys a little bit. Okay, so just finished washing up some things. I washed the dishwasher rack. It was soaking in the bathtub, and I have it all drying. I've got most of the spice jars soaking in bleach water here. Some of them still have spices in them, and I need to dump them out and then get them in here, but I need to do that a little bit. But I wiped off the counter so that it's dry, and this is currently what's going on. So with that, it is currently 12:45. I will be leaving for play practice in about an hour to an hour and a half. So I need to eat something and just kind of look through some of the other boxes and see what I do want to keep and not. And I'm feeling really good about what has been accomplished. So it is currently 1:50 in the afternoon, and I am kind of stopping for now. I'm getting ready to go to summer theater practice, and so I'm kind of like, okay, this is where we're gonna leave it. So I did finish dumping out the old spices out of those other 4 jars. I had to get some water in the one that had thyme in it because it was like kind of stuck to the bottom. It looks like it has popped up, so I will dump that water and stick it in with the others in the bleach water. So I did move Peach's food, water, and her milk plate back into the kitchen out of the bedroom. And she does know where it is because I found her and I gave her some treats and I put them in her food dish, so she does know that it's there. So I think that's where it kind of ends for today. So I guess we will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I know earlier I said that was our last update for the day, but wanted to share what came in the mail. I ordered some new Spice Jar labels, and there's a ton of them. So, which is nice because that means I can kind of decide what I want in there. And what was great, well, number one, I have to show you this because it makes me laugh. Almost a whole sheet of these is just salt. Salt, black lava salt, black truffle salt, celery salt, garlic salt, gray salt, Himalayan salt, kosher salt, onion salt, pickling salt, popcorn salt, rock salt, sea salt, seasoned salt, smoked salt. So, and I'm like, okay, we get it. We have a lot of salt. But what I really liked, I'm trying to find the sheet, is that almost that half sheet and a full sheet are blank. So that there wasn't one for sprinkles. And I have a couple jars of sprinkles that I can change out. Let me show you. This jar of Christmas sprinkles. I have a jar of rainbow sprinkles, and I have some bunny sprinkles from Easter. I literally could put sprinkles on a jar and just change them out or refill it with different sprinkles as it gets empty. I don't know if there's an everything bagel seasoning one on there. I really didn't look. I haven't looked through them very much, but I'm super excited that there's so many options. So that's gonna be it for today. Oh, hold on. So Sam did paint around all of this, and he got some clear caulking and did this edge because it was a little rough, and there was a spot the wind picked it up and kind of broke it, so I think it just kind of gives it character. But he did seal that with the caulking, and there was a little crack right here that he sealed. So that's gonna dry overnight, so I'm not doing any more dishes tonight, but I need to put away the stuff that I did wash today so that tomorrow I can put the dish pan back where I had it, because I really think I do like it there. We'll have to continue to see. But, okay, that's it. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July the 7th, and I am currently working in the kitchen, and let me show you what I've gotten done so far today. I am currently working on dusting all of the pantry. As you can see, comparative to here to there, lots of dust from where Sam was like sanding. So I started with dishes. I went from one dish rack to two, but I went to one because I only have one of these mats. So I am washing and drying the spice jars for the spice rack. A couple of the jars and the lids are over here. I scrubbed the tops with a Brillo pad to get the glue off. I got this stuff off that needs to go in the trash. I've got a few more left to do here once this all dries, but while this is drying, I'm working over here dusting this. That's gonna keep me busy for a while. So it's 9:50, and I'll give you a little bit of what is done because I'm pretty proud of this. So all of this is done. All of it's been taken out except for like the popcorn bags and the Chex Mix. I don't really need to wipe those down too much. Peach's food has a home down here. We used to keep her food in a tote box, and then just scoop it from there, and we're gonna go back to that, and I think that will still fit a tote. So I just designated that for Peach. As you can see, there's an open hole for something. Fruit snacks, juice and Alani's, baking things, miscellaneous canned goods here. We will be making a stock up trip in October to Aldi's, so we will pick up some stuff then, and it will definitely take up probably this extra little hole here. But I am gonna put out some things that I know we're not gonna use as a buy nothing in the buy nothing sell nothing group, because I know somebody will get use out of them. Mom did call, and we're gonna take a quick girls jaunt to Sam's Club because she needs to go to Sam's for the food bank, and we use my card whenever I can go because I get cash back on it. So I'm trying to get a few things done before we do that, so I feel like I got something accomplished today. So I will catch up with you guys. So it is quite a few hours later. It is currently 4:15, and I know the last time I videoed was like at 9 something this morning. My mom decided that she needed to run to Sam's for the food bank, and even though she has her own Sam's card, I have the Sam's Club Plus, so we get cash back, and so whenever Mom can, like, I can go with Mom, we just use my card. So we went up to Salina. We made it kind of a girls thing. We picked up my niece, and we had lunch at Brahms, and then went to Sam's to pick up stuff for Mom for the kids' bags at the food bank. What is going on? Is there like something on my nose? And got stuff at the food bank, got stuff for the food bank, came home and got home like about 2:30, and then I've done a little bit more cleanup in the kitchen, and I'm actually currently cooking dinner. I am making Sam's favorite pasta bake, and so I used up the last pound of ground beef, the last of a bag of cheese, a box of pasta, so feeling pretty good about that. Here about 4:30 when Sam gives me a call, because we usually chat on his way home, I will pop it in the oven so that it pretty much is done. It just needs the time to like broil the cheese and kind of come together. So I'm at a stop for the day, I think. Not as much done, honestly, that I thought I was going to get done today, but that's okay. I still have tomorrow. This is not a project that is going to be done in a day, and that is okay. I did start getting some of the seasonings put into the jars. Something that the Spice Art needs is like a screw in the bottom because it like comes apart. So I will have to have Sam take a look at that and get that taken care of before I kind of finish filling the jars. But I have all the jars and the lids and stuff over on the little side area by that. And of course I created like 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5 if you count the casserole dish, some dishes that need washed. Because I cooked dinner. Why can't we cook dinner without making a mess? Just saying. So that's probably it for tonight. I will catch you guys later. Good morning, everyone. And today is Wednesday, July the 8th. And it is currently 11:18 in the morning. I have been working this morning. I just haven't been filming a whole lot. I'm on my third round of dishes, getting undusted from the kitchen, not including the fact that I still had to wash up dinner dishes from last night. So, doing pretty well this morning. I do have play practice this afternoon, and then I'm meeting up with Sam over in McPherson's. So, I've got about a 20 to 30 minute timer set, and I will come in and check on the dish. Just got washed. I have a whole set soaking. So it's really just now plain clean up from the mess. So that is kind of what today is. So I will probably not catch up with you again until tomorrow. Okay, so I lied. I actually have kind of kept working a little bit at a time in here, about, like I said, 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. I've gotten a box of grocery stuff kind of put away. I don't think that's going to be their final resting place, but you never know. I've got more dishes over here, trying to figure out what to do with the 2 platters. Not sure. More dishes going over here. Process of getting this cleaned up over here. Trash went out today, so I did a final look through of the refrigerator and things because we go pick up groceries tonight. I also put a 12-pack-ish of Sam's soda in the refrigerator, regular Coke, and then I had 3 boxes of miscellaneous, like 4 Coke Zeros, 4 Diet A&Ws, 5 Freshkas, I think, and I just put them in the refrigerator next to it, so there's cold soda. Feel pretty good about that. I'm getting ready to finish up my makeup so I can get ready for play practice. I am already exhausted, and it's not even play practice. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, July the 9th. And I've actually already been up and working this morning a little bit with Sam's help, and let me show you. We've been cleaning out the game cabinets, the book cabinet, miscellaneous cabinet, and whatnot. And that's what's in this Soak Up the Sun bag. Those books are books I found under here when I was cleaning over there last week. This box is full of games, and this bag is full of books. So in spring cleaning in July, we are going to take them, and we have more books that need to go in, so I'm going to start a 3rd box, and the books in the Soak Up the Sun bag will go in there, to half-price books on Saturday, and just take whatever cash value they want to give us, because that way they are out of our house, out of the way, and we make a little bit of something off of them. So that's what's kind of going on with that. As far as the kitchen is going, I've got 2 boxes of stuff that was in the drawers that I'm going to be going through to decide what I'm going to keep, what I'm not going to keep, and the not keep will probably go down to the thrift store. So that is the project for today. Might bring you along as I'm sorting, actually. And the box that I empty will end up being for books so that we can load it into the car tomorrow night so it can go to Half Price Books on Saturday. I love spring. So it's a while later, and I have gotten quite a bit accomplished today. Hold on. You're looking a little fuzzy there. Alright, there we go. Okay, so as I said, I've gotten quite a bit done today, actually. I ended up not filming going through the boxes because it really didn't take me too long. I filled a basket full of random things that were like missing pieces or whatnot. Like I told Sam, I didn't even know really what was inside that middle drawer box. So it was nice to like just play pitch the crap. I got a lot of like little like tools would probably be kitchen gadgets washed up, like apple slicer and cookie scoop and other miscellaneous things washed up and drying currently. And I have a load soaking, a bunch of cups that need washed sitting beside the sink so that I can get those washed up. I've got a few plates and things that need washed up, but I feel like I'm really making progress. So that I've got all the boxes of kitchen stuff are officially out of the living room. So that is a huge win today. I just finished doing a quick vacuum of the kitchen, the living room, our bedroom, real quick. So that feels accomplished too. And took trash out. So it's actually been a very productive day, and it's only 11:35. I set myself an hour timer so that things can dry. Because I went in after half an hour, got some things were dry enough to put away. Some of them were not. So I put away what could be put away, moved stuff around, washed the kitchen gadgets and the container that they go in my drawer, and then have more ready to go. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I'll catch up with you guys after. Alright, it is 3:30. It has been a while. I have been just setting a timer. I'm letting stuff dry, putting another load in to soak, washing, moving things around to dry in a different location. But it's been working really well. I've gotten a lot of dishes wiped down and washed today, so I'm really excited about that. I am down like in the final stretch of the dishes part, which is really great. I've got like a sink, I've got a dish pan full with a few extras sitting at the back. I have like my table I'm using the oven, so it's got a ton of stuff on it at the moment. I need to take everything off of the table and wipe down the tablecloth and let that dry. I need to wipe out my basket that I have my potatoes and onions in and wash the potatoes that are in there currently. And so that way I can put potatoes and onions back in that. I need to wash the coffee pot, but I need drying rack for that. But just things that need wiped down on the table. And I need to start moving sodas back over in front of the white cube so that I have access to my table so that I can start filming things. And I think I showed you these last night. Sam put in these lights and they make such a difference. I have them currently on a 6-hour timer. I just restarted it because they just like went off. And they are awesome. We got them from Amazon, and I can change their colors. So like if I'm filming a St. Patrick's Day drink video, I can turn like these lights on. Be so much fun. Christmas, I can do the top red and the bottom green. So I'm really excited about that. So be watching for those fun videos coming up. But I've also been having like my own little Pirates of the Caribbean movie marathon in between washing dishes. And Peaches is a happy camper. Let me show you. She's down here by her cat tree, just laying in the corner over here. This is my basket of stuff for school. It's actually been a really productive day. I am so super excited. And like I said earlier, have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to half price books on Saturday. That is right here. Hold on. This bag, this box, and this box. And my mom, I was talking to my mom, and she's like, oh, well, your dad has a whole bunch of movies that he doesn't like that we've bought like at the thrift store or ICT books. So you could have those and add them to whatever you're taking. So mom is going to drop those off tomorrow. And we're just going to take it to half price books because it's literally just taking up space, and we will just take some cash for it. So I feel accomplished. What's up, everyone? And today is Friday, July the 10th, and I have been working on resetting the kitchen for about a week now. Just about. And this is kind of where we're at. Let me turn on the light and I'll show you. Okay. So as you can see, things are getting put away on the shelves. The lights are on. I have my light box little thing right here. Come with 2 remotes, and I have put the second remote in my coffee bar so I can find it when I lose this one. Not if, when. This shelf is pretty well put back together. Sam wants to get a sign at Disney to put up here. This still needs to be taken out, pressure washed, and repainted the brown color to match in here. Drawers are pulled in. Doors still need to come on. And Sam is still fighting with a couple of them, and it has been so stinking hot that I have told him not to even worry about it. But I feel really accomplished. Almost all of the dishes have been rewashed, rewrite down. The only thing I really have left to accomplish is this table here. And that is wiping, like getting everything off the table, wiping it off, sanitizing it, because obviously it had stuff on it and it got on the table when Sam was sanding. And that is about it. Like, the doors have to go back on, but that's going to be a process. A few more things need wiped off in the kitchen, but that's about it. So I think I'm going to end part 2 of the kitchen here. And the next home project is going to be the living room. So as we start working on that project, I will obviously make a new video, and when we get the doors put in the kitchen, I will give you an update video on that. So that concludes part 2 of the kitchen remodel, and I know it was not quite as exciting as the last one, but let me tell you how good it feels to have the kitchen like accomplished and done for the most part. And you know what? Like I told Sam, the only 2 doors that I'm actually really even that concerned about are the 2 under here, simply because that's where the cleaning stuff is, and I don't want Peaches to get under there, but she's actually stayed away from it for the most part. Like, when we had it completely empty, she kind of went underneath and like kind of was like, what is going on over here? Why is this open? What is this? But she really doesn't mess with it. Like, she's literally just here in the corner. So those are the only 2 doors that I'm really worried about. I told him, I go, yeah, maybe we leave the doors off for a while. Not a big deal to me. Especially with the lights in over here that can change colors. Like, I might want a backdrop of red and green. And like I mentioned in a previous little clip, for filming holiday videos. So you never know. So that's going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry again, it wasn't as exciting as tearing apart the kitchen, but you know, it is what it is. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll see you in the next one. Toodles!